Hi there, and welcome to Thursday's training session dated February 10th, 2022. Please note that these videos are for educational purposes only, not to be taken for advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Trading in general is risky, and don't trade if you can't afford to lose. Okay, so let's look here in terms of the markets. Before I go through, we have to have a look quickly in terms of what the reports and what it dictated today. Well, let's see. Based on Forex, I believe there was a ISM manufacturing PMI today. No, it's not. So it was a CPI, core CPI. Note that it was higher than the forecasted one, and also for the previous number. So 0.6 compared to 0.5. Okay, core CPI, 0.6, 0.5, 0.6. And then 10 o'clock, we have 30-year bond auction later on today at 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Got RBA. Governor Lowe is going to speak basically in Australia for the Australian currency. Then you'll have Saturn preliminary GDP tonight, a lot of low impact news, and then German final CPI there, which also low impact news. All right, so that's basically it. So let's see how core CPI and CPI affected the markets. So let's look at the S&P 500 here, and that is 8 o'clock. Yep. So this is where it happened in terms of with the news earlier this morning. It was very bearish. Actually, it dropped and then basically came back up to where it's at. So looking at the daily time frame right there, it's currently forming a shooting star from there from a level of supply. The drop touched the trend line. So depending on what you'll finish by the end of the day, I believe there's still some more room for it to head towards a form of correction. But if not, this is going to come back down before it can continue to go to the upside once again. Volatility index simply forming now a new higher low. So there is that possibility that it could push through to the upside right there. So if it finishes, bam, there's one, but it will move it right there for today for now. So potentially to head back around 38. If so, then the S&P will keep dropping from there. So hey Bella, how you doing? I'm just doing now the market update. Good morning.
Thank you.
And so from here, from the dollar index basically was up based from that news, and then it reacted for some reason after that. And basically tanked. So it was a nice move with it, but this one basically just dropped for some reason.
Yeah, I closed my USD CAD with 15 pips profit.
Yay, very nice.
Yeah.
I unfortunately I didn't hear my alarm.
Oh.
I went to bed at 3. I was trading, and then I said, oh, I better go to bed and have 2 hours sleep, but I didn't hear the alarm, to be honest with you, and boom, I slept in. So apologies for that.
And no worries. Yeah, I just got up and saw like there were no sessions. So okay, that I said. Then I started watching the movement. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that you got in. So for me, I did miss it.
Yeah, I saw the prices are going up. Then I moved my stop from negative to the positive.
That's excellent.
So unfortunately, it touched that, and then otherwise, it would have been like more than 30 or 40 pips profit.
No worries. Did you short it as well to the downside then?
No, actually, no.
Okay, so, no problem.
So that's where the mind is gets stuck, right? Like, I mean, get fixed on that, like hoping that it will come back, it will come back. So not flexible enough, not adaptive. So
yes. So at least the learning, you know, what the learning is to be reactive and not put any emotion into it. That's why Autobots are
exactly.
good.
Yep.
And you got your free money today.
One more person signed up today for me. Yeah.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay, so from here, based on oil, crude oil, we have it's topping up through actually that is the weekly. We go back in the daily. There was an evening star right there, but it all depends on what we'll do. I know it is basically still an uptrend, a bunch of higher lows through there. So as far as I'm concerned, it can go beyond 93 right there, 93.14 to head towards probably even $100 and a barrel if it chooses to. Yeah, all the way up there. So, but currently from this breakout here, what happened October 2014, they are testing that. This is also a very good supply level 3 here from a demand to supply. So we'll see basically from that at the end. I'm not a big believer of buying, however, anything can happen. They can still push it to the upside depending on the supply and demand with oil. Likewise with crude oil, same thing, correction, still a bunch of higher lows. We need a lower high in order for this to see. So let's see by tomorrow actually, because tomorrow there isn't much. It could be a quiet day tomorrow, but we'll see when that happens. And then gold futures is bullish. Copper also very bullish. Can go all the way to 480.
Yeah,
Here.
it moved out of that range. Yeah,
exactly. Here with gold, also potentially around that 1840, 1845, somewhere there. So this one also reacted. You have a higher high, you have a lower low. TYX, very interesting. The bond yield is very bullish. I know it is meant to be the opposite, so which is good. And there's divergence between the S&P and the dollar index. I believe they're reacting to it. Likewise, it should be on a positive note with it, with the dollar index and TYX so being bullish. So I'm holding off basically still with the dollar. I'm still bullish with the dollar in my opinion. I created new highs right there. So let's look in terms of the Aussie US dollar here for a second. Things are also getting ripe in my opinion with the Aussie. If it reaches somewhere here, 72.70, another 30 at 7 pips, we will see some form of maybe a consolidation or something, and then it's some form of a doji, maybe a gravestone doji, some form of a doji, and then there could be a possibility from here to move to the downside, especially approaching supply level through there. Euro dollar is the same, creating new lower low through there, but also break out after the report. See, was nice,
yeah.
and then boom.
Yep.
Yeah, that would have been nice as a form of reactive mode, but yeah, sometimes I believe things happen for a reason, but we're just, but opportunity missing it there once again is where the learning is going to be all the time. All right, pound is up after that stability. Reason why I didn't want to go, I didn't want to trade to go long as well or short is because of consolidation with the downtrend. So higher low breaking out based on the report, maybe 37 will be a better price point somewhere here for shorting. But we'll see. Pound is different compared to say the Aussie. So you have a lower low. Compared to the euro, you also have a lower low. But because this created a new higher high now from in there, it has to create a higher low somewhere. So that's also good news with this one. Creating new highs, higher lows. So we'll see based on that. Kiwi, back to within the supply area. So I believe we also discussed this yesterday, which one's which. Maybe the Kiwi has a good probability. I think you chose this one, right? Or was it Jared? Either you or Jared?
I said, yeah, New Zealand, yeah, USD. Yeah. Or another pair was NZD JPY.
I see. Oh, yeah. Look at that. 84 pips. So we'll look into that one as well. All right, going through the dollar CAD. It went up. Yep, up. Created a new higher high.
Yep.
And it is within the demand. So I'm curious where the price is going to be by the end of the day. If it's going to settle around 26.50, 60, then it will remain to be still very bullish. The 1 hour actually was really nice here. Higher low times 2, 27. It was nice. It was perfect. Yep. And then 4 hours would have been so nice from there, right? Look at that. If that breaks the 27.20, then easy, that would have gotten reach around 27.80.
Yeah. Yep.
So we'll see then when what will the closing price is going to be. But the daily time frame, yeah, I am liking in terms
the first
of
bullish CAD US CAD one that stopped near the 715. Our stop was like 720. So I mean, our limit order was 720, but it stopped at 715 and then started retracing backwards. So
I see 27.19, so it was off by 1 pip basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So 27.19. Pretty cool. But still, this is why it's not dropping drastically. It is 0.18%. So it's definitely something is going on with the dollar index right there, with the market negative, and the yield also being positive. So the yield is always leading, but we'll see by the end of the day and actually tomorrow. All right, so dollar Swiss is the same. Now look into that one. Boom, came back down, consolidation. So it did do what it wanted to do based on our forecast yesterday. If it would put your target point somewhere here, would have taken it easy. Just expensive. That's the problem with the dollar Swiss in terms of margin requirements. Dollar yen breaking out, touching basically the high. The question is, can it go to 116.50? We'll see when that happens. Still based in an uptrend. Euro yen, look at that, breaking out. 129.30, 133.33. Dang, 400 pips since last week. 500 pips.
Wow.
Yeah. Very nice. Aussie yen, same, 80, 400 pips to the upside. If it breaks out this, Aussie yen can go all the way to 186.87, somewhere there. Also looking good, actually. The yen is pretty weak. Look at the pound.
So
broke
that
out.
means the yen is pretty weak against all the currencies, right? So
yes. Yeah, the yen is pretty weak. Swiss franc is not as strong compared to the others. CAD yen is also the one as a form of a hedge. From a hesitation point of view, they just didn't like it because of this very bearish candle. So they pushed through. So the CAD is stronger than the yen. Kiwi, boom. That is your trade yesterday. 82 pips. And coin up 2.5%. So that's basically I just did a market update review there, Bala.